Okay, so let's start the session. So it is about Pixellib. So I hope you all have some idea on computer vision and how to apply and how to fine tune the images. So let's start with the session. So we'll be having some exposure about how to fine tune like a picture and a video, and we also have to do something on semantic segmentation. I will let you know what is it. So myself, Subham. So let's start it. So first, like uh, like it is a Python library, okay? So whenever we are going to use some library, we need some prerequisites. So here we need these kind of things to start up. So first of all, we need Python's version more than 3.5 or 3.5, and we all know that what is pip. In pip, we install something in the conda prompt. So we need the version of pip more than 19. Okay, and also we know TensorFlow. So it is a Python library which is created for training deep neural networks. So it is created by Google. So this thing we need more than 2.0. And there are a couple of installation that we have to do in Conda prompt, which is IMG AUG, that we know as image augmentation. So what is augmentation? We all know that it is transformation of images. And we also have to install Pixellib. Okay. Okay. So let's go to the next page. So these are the things that we can do with this library. So we can do semantic segmentation of images with ADE20K model. So I'll explain about the model. So first understand what is this process. So semantic segmentation means here the objects in an image with the same pixel values are segmented. That means we have to classify like the images that are having same pixel values. How can we classify? We have to add colors. Okay. So the next thing is the videos. We also can do same thing in the videos by catching the reels. We also can do same thing with the live cameras. So let's come to instance segmentation. So here, whenever we are considering a single image, we also can consider the instances of it. Suppose a person is riding the bicycle, so it will divide the person and the bicycle into different colors. Okay. And the next thing is image fine tuning. That means we can deal with the image by grayscaling it. We can change the background. We can do multiple things. So let's go to the framework in the model. So we are going to discuss about the image tuning and segmentation, because there are a lot of things we can do with this library. But here, means if we do such kind of things, it will take more time. So let's restrict this thing to tuning and segmentation. So for tuning, we need deep lab v3 plus model trend, which is Pascal of dataset. Okay, so Pascal of dataset means, so this is a dataset that is trained in exception model trend. And here I also have the link. I will put it after the session. You can access it. And also for segmentation, we have the model trend, which is AD20K dataset. So it is also from DeepLab V3 model framework. So as you know, whichever library we use, we also have some limitation here. So here it supports only 20 common objects. That means we can change the background and we can fine tune the background in these 20 things. Those are person, bus, car, etc. etc. Okay. So let's go to the next page. So this is the reference. If you want to do more research on this package, you can do with the source. Okay. So I'm ready with the code. So let's go here. So as you all know, this is a Python IDE. means environment, that is a spider. You also can use Jupyter and PyCharm also. So here, let's do one thing. Um, okay, first let me explain about yeah, this folder. So in this folder, I have taken one image of Barack Obama. Here you can see I have taken this as the background image, and also I have taken like one other image which is having one man and a car. And I was like explaining those models, right? So it is the AD20K S5 model, and it is the deep lab exception model, which has Pascal of dataset. Yeah. So whatever output we will get, it will be saved here. Currently, it is empty. So let's move on to Spider. There we will explain those things. Okay. First, let's start with image tuning. So whenever we are talking about image tuning, we need this model trend. So this model is saved as .pb. So as we know, we can like create a model and we can save it in multiple formats. So one is pb and
Please zoom
another
your
is
spider window.
s5.
Actually, this is not clear. Please zoom. Yeah, please zoom. Control plus plus.
Okay, I'm doing it. Whenever you are having some query,
Yeah,
please
now this is
put
okay.
it in your chat. I will see it. Okay. Please put your message in the chat. I will be looking at it. Okay. So let me this. Okay. So first of all, these are the packages that we have to import, means invoke. So we can do it. Okay. And this is the alter bg. That means alter background. And as we know, this model is in PB format. So you have to call it. Okay, so it is taking some time. Because this model is around 158 MB. So it will take a few seconds to run. Yeah, so it is done. So now let's load the model. So here alter bg is the function that we are using. So while it is loading, let me explain the next row. Yeah, so in the next row, we have to put some things. One is f image path, which is the input image path. So like we have taken the Barack Obama image. So this is the input image. And we also have to add the background image path. Path means we can go to this file and we can copy, okay, and we can paste it in the spider. We know spider copy paste is also working, so we can do it. Also, we have to add the output image path. Means what will happen here, this background will be added in this photo. So this thing will be saved in this folder. So I have set this folder here. With this path we can access it. Okay. So let me run this code. So if we do this, what it will do, so it will create the photo with matrix format, and it will run a neural network. It will find the coordinates of the image. This thing we do in the OpenCV. But why are we using Pixellib? Is in OpenCV, whenever we are having some images which has smooth curve, means we cannot coordinate with the curves. So for that reason, we are using Pixellib, because like putting multiple coordinates and finding the edges is not always a good way to do. So for that reason, we can directly do it. Okay. So let's go to this folder now. Here you can see one photo is added. Yeah. So as you can see with the Barack Obama photo, it added the background. But here you can see a minor space is there. But this thing we can deal with a smoothing process. So after doing smoothing, we can deal with this. So this thing is not a thing. But in this process, we don't have to follow grayscale things, and we also have to do manual coordinate like entering. So this thing we also means don't have to do it. So let me like explain the next thing which you can do. So the next thing is we can also assign a color. So let's take the Barack Obama photo again. So here, this thing we have already like invoked, so we can directly run this part, and it will directly save the thing. Let's wait for some seconds. It will automatically. So here, instead of yeah, so here instead of putting the background image, we can add the color things. So 0, 100, 200, we know as it is following the RGB format. Okay, so we can go to that folder again, and here you can see in this photo, as you can see, it has added color as the background. So this is another way we can do it. Okay, now let's talk about grayscale. So whenever we are talking about grayscale, what it will do is it will grayscale the background. So this model train is already invoked, so we can directly run this code. So here it has a small difference. Without using alter bg and color bg, we can use gray bg. So this is the function that is needed to change the background to grayscale. Okay, so it is done. Now if we go to this path, as you can see, this background image is now grayscaled, but the Barack Obama photo is like before. Okay, so now let's do one or two more things. Yeah, so the next thing it is, okay, as I have mentioned before, I also have a photo that is a man in a car. So here what we can do is we can uh, replace the background with distinct object. That means we can detect person or car, and we can put a background with respect to that one. So for this, the model train is a same. So here we have to enter the f image path, which is the input path, and also we have to like put the background image. And here we can add one more thing: detect car. That means it will detect only car, and it will change the background. It will not consider the person. So let's run this part. And if we put a detect equal to a person, what it will do is it will like exclude the car, and it will take the person into consideration. Okay, now let's see what is happening here. As you can see, in that photo there are multiple cars: this one, this one, this one, and this one. So what it does is it replaces the person with the background. So as you can see, there is a person right in this photo. In this photo there is a person, right? So it excludes the person, and it is adding the background to the cars. Okay, so let's quickly move on to the next part. So now, yeah, we also can change the blur effect. Okay, so how to blur the background? uh, okay, so directly run this part. So here we also can add the image that we want to blur. Also, this argument, it is asking us to extreme true. That means if you want, you can make it extreme blur. Also, if you want to like blur less, you can add low. I will let you know how it will happen. Okay, yeah. So in the blur, you can see here it blurs the background, but it is extreme. So if you want to reduce it, you can put low here, and if you run it, so what it does is it will reduce the blur effect. Let's wait few seconds. I have given the same path, so it will directly replace the previous image. Okay, so here as you can see, the blur density is low. Okay, so let's go to the next part, which is, you all know, semantic segmentation. So here what it will do is it will find the objects which has same pixel value and it will replace with the colors. But for this we have to add a new model. So let me run this part. Here we also have to run ADU20K model. So for this reason we also have to load exception also. So this is the exception deploy v3 h5. And also what happens is here we have added model type as pb, but in spider the default model is saved in h5 model, so we don't have to put any codes to specify this model as s5, because it will select it as s5. Okay, I'm having some questions, I'll be taking that after this code. Okay. Okay, so let's run this part. So here this is the same thing, this is the input path, this one, and I have added the output image path. Also I have added overlay is true. Overlay is true means it will give you a better picture without considering the single layer pixels. But if we consider the single layer pixels, it will give you a less good result. That thing I will also let you know. And let's wait few seconds. So in this model, a custom function was saved with respect to change the segmentation. So for this reason, we don't have to do it manually. So let's go to the folder. Here you can see, here it has added some parts as the segmentation. So here you can see, okay, if you remove the overlay here, let me add the overlay. Let me remove the overlay, sorry. Now you can see a different kind of picture. Let's wait few seconds. Okay, it is done. So here you can see, as I have said, in if we don't add overlay, it will not give you a better picture. See here, it is not giving you like you cannot decide which is a car and which is a human. You are just having the edges. But if we like in the last photo when we have added the overlay, you can easily see, okay, this person is okay, this is a person and this is a car. So basically, the thing is we can do the same thing in the videos, but as we have a limited period of time, so I just wanted to let you know about how to do these things in the images. If you want to like do some more research on it, you can directly google Pixellib and you can try with it. So what is the main reason of the session is, here, like whenever you are facing some issue with some smooth edges where it is very hard to find the coordinates that you want to change the background. So what will happen, if we add some trend model, it will directly find the edges and it will add the backgrounds. Also, if you want to do a blur and adding colors, those things also you can do. So if you are not getting a proper result, also in further process, you can go for smoothing. So whenever you're going for smoothing, you can get a better result. So this is all, friends. So if you have any questions regarding it, you may ask.
Hello. Hi, sir.
Yeah, hi.
Hi, this is Mani Krishna. So I have one question here. So apart from the code, can we get these .h5 and .pb files so that we can just run this code along with this file, supporting files? So we'll be getting these .pb and .h5 files, TensorFlow files, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay. If you want, let me put this thing in the chart so that you can access.
Yeah, along with the code and the h5 and .pb file, so that we can run this code in either
Okay,
Google
still
Colab
I'm
or
unable
whatever.
to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Got it. What you were saying.
Yeah.
So let me just do one thing. Okay, so you want this thing, right?
Yeah, I mean the code. I mean, I'm asking about the .h5 and .pb files that you use in the code actually.
Mm-hmm.
That you use in the code, so that can we get those files so that we can just use that .h5 or .pb file so that we can along with the code so that we can run the same in the Google Colab or whatever spider.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, you can use any ID. See, it is Google Colab or Jupyter. It doesn't matter. If you have this, okay, this thing you can find online. Okay,
Please save us the code.
what?
Please save the codes.
Yeah, yeah. This code, what I'm explaining, these things, if you go to that resource, like whichever I said here, you can find these codes here. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, just I'm letting you. Okay,
Yeah, then
give
please
me a
share the
second.
links.
Yeah, let me put this link in the chat window. Sorry. So if you go here, you will be able to see about more things. But before that, you have to learn what is OpenCV. So I think, okay, how many of you have done some research or courses on AI? Anyone? Okay, I think no one did any courses on AI. So what happens is, if you have some knowledge on OpenCV and TensorFlow, it will be very easier for you to understand how to deal with this kind of things. It doesn't mean if we have Pixellib as a library, we can use it at any time. I'm repeatedly saying whenever we are having some edges that we cannot define by putting coordinates, this thing we have it. So this, like, whenever we're having this kind of thing, we can use these pre-trained models and we can get this result. And see, this code doesn't end here. You further have to do smoothing process. There are multiple smoothing process that will fill the gap between background and the photo that you are having. Okay, anyone having any questions? Let me read. Okay, Pallavi is having a question. If we have two persons in the image, then can we exclude one person? The thing is, it is directly identifying the person. So as I said, like it has some limitations. So it will directly consider the person and it will run through it. So we cannot exclude one person and we cannot like include another one. So that thing, for that reason, I'm saying if you want to do such kind of things, you should go through OpenCV. Like you should dig deep into what is computer vision. Okay, anyone having any doubt? I'm stopping my share. Yeah, Mani Krishna, the code you can get it online. In the PPT, what I'm saying is, this thing I'm not authorized to send you. So this is I mean, this is obviously. I apologize for this, but as I have explained these all things, uh, I hope you can get it online. Not this PPT. You are asking at least can you please share the GI? Okay. This thing is I have added the Pixellib link. Okay. Here in this you will be easily like you will easily find the codes. So what else you find in GIT link? You want the data set or what? The data set you can choose randomly. Yeah, for the codes I'm saying just go to this link that I have shared. Just go to these links, click on click on the contents, and you can see there are multiple things that you can do with the Pixely, and you can see the codes here also. Yeah, once you go through that link, you can find all those things. Just go through that link, you will get it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, sir, I got it. Actually, I just went through the link so I can see the content wise the same what you explained. So we can just go through it. Yeah, I got
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
Manikrishna.
thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. I think no one is having any question. So I'm stopping this session. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.